Welcome to the Syspeace channel. Today, let's find out how a brute force attack looks on a Windows server and how to protect yourself from that very event. The hero of the day is Syspeace, which prevents hacking and brute force attacks by inspecting logging attempts and eventually blocking the ones that just is trying to guess their way into your systems. First, let's have a look at our threat activity map. Here we see live hacking attempts worldwide that is being blocked by Syspeace. Each arrow represents a single attack, and as you can see, there's plenty going on in the world right now. Not all arrows move from right to the left, but it's fairly common. You can visit the site and have a look for yourself. It's fairly entertaining to watch, unless you are in the wrong end of the arrow without Syspeace. So let's go on and have a look at the Windows server, where you actually are in the wrong end of the arrow, but with Syspeace. This is our live honeypot server, used for testing and trapping brute force attacks. As you can see to the left, we have a global blacklist of 51 IP addresses. Those are 51 known offenders that we know are roaming the world and trying to break into Windows systems. Those 51 IP addresses are also present in the live blocks. You see the 51 live blocks to the left. That means that those IP addresses are also present in the firewall, actually blocking those IP addresses to access the server. And right now we are waiting for some new offenders to come along, and we'll see what's going on. Yep, here we see them coming right along. And each row is a hacking attempt, I should say login attempt, because it's not a hacking attempt yet. But after a little while it will become a hacking attempt. You can read out the IP address and the date and time that the login attempt was made, and if it was a success or not. And it's coming from the Windows login. And you can also follow the username that is used, and you see the administrator is represented fairly enough times. It's coming from the network, and it takes a little while for the country to get filled, because we're backfilling that in real time. And if you take a look at the live blocks right now, you see that it's increasing up to 97, so up to 100. So we have been putting almost 50 IP addresses in the firewall, preventing them to further access your system. And you can see that the number of login attempts made here, and also the usernames that they have been using. And the lockout time is 6 hours. So let's go back to the live observations and see what's going on there. And yep, it's still going along. I think it's going to be a long night. So there is also a way to actually change the lock duration and do so afterwards the lock is put in place. And we're going to take a quick look at that feature. Right now we continue to see the attack going on. And here we can see the different kind of blocks that we have, and also the when it's released. As you can see, it's a number of hours in the future, 6 hours specified. This is the rule which all login attempts are passed through, and you see that way after 3 failures within 1 hour we're blocked for 6 hours. Now if we say, well, you know, it's attack going on, we want to be safe a little longer, so we want to instead block them for 3 days instead of 6 hours. So go ahead and save that rule and go back to the live blocks, and in an instant, yep, there they are. They are all changed to match the new rule, as the rule has been in place when the attack was going on. So with this feature, it is quite easy to be able to increase the level of security even after the brute force attacks has started. It's also then possible to reset the rule again and have a look what it looks like if we just go back to the 6 hours. And as you can see, the live blocks are increasing. It's now 168 of them. Which also contains the global block list, I should say, global blacklist. So this is how a brute force attack is mitigated with Syspeace, and I hope that you see the efficiency of the tool itself. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you get a time and place to test Syspeace as an application in your own environment. Thank you.